Hi, this is Charlie, and this is the first episode of my new Rant series. And so today's topic is social media. Now, I will start off by saying that not all social media is bad, nor the purposes for which it is used are bad. It is necessary sometimes for people who can't be in contact other ways to use social media to connect, and there are positive effects. Now, with that droll out of the way, let's go ahead and also get to the other disclaimer. In case anyone wants to, just put this out in the beginning. So YouTube is not really social media. It is in the sense that it connects us, but you'll see the problems that I point out with social media are not present with YouTube in general. YouTube is probably the worst offender as far as flame wars go, and trolls, and so because it's more anonymous in a way. So that I'll admit that, but as far as the general problems about which I'm speaking, YouTube is pretty clean. Okay, so down to the main point. So Facebook, right? Okay, so everyone knows where this is going. Facebook drama. Now, I'm not going to beat a dead horse because so many people have said this before, but Facebook drama is absolutely ridiculous, and it's the first world problem syndrome, which has to do with basically us making big deals out of things that are so little, and Facebook makes it a lot easier. Things that wouldn't be said to people out in the open is a lot easier to do when you're behind a keyboard. So that's one reason that just being on Facebook and just looking at things is just terrible. Let me also say that I don't have Facebook for that reason. There's a lot of other things that are problems, like, to be honest, to use crass language, attention whores. All they do is they post pictures of themselves scantily clad and say, "Oh my gosh, look how ugly I am." It's like, well, if you're ugly, then why are you posting pictures of yourself? You're not, because you want attention. You're doing it because you want attention and because you want people to comment like, "Oh no, you're really attractive, babe," and those kinds of things, which is just, the people who play into that are almost just as bad. Okay, so Twitter. Let me explain. This one's a little more technical. So because of the way that Twitter works, the 140 character, whatever, I don't know exactly what it is. First of all, the interesting thing, just a little add to that. So China was doing something where they have a 140 character Twitter also. But because Chinese letters and characters mean a lot more, they have a lot more significance, they mean entire words in general. People can express a lot better thoughts and more information could come through, and that was a problem. The government was like, "Oh, we have to censor everything." Oh wait, this is getting off topic. Okay, so because it's so short and little blurbs, it makes it where people get excuses for not being able to complete their thought or give evidence to back up what they're saying. So like someone could just say, "Oh man, Obama's healthcare," like in a negative way, and it's like, well, can you give me a reason for that? They just want to find something to argue about, and like because it's so short, it basically lets them have an escape from having to prove their point in any way. Also, hashtags. Very annoying. I'll admit I joke about them, and like I even used one in my last video. But hashtags are extremely annoying because they try to categorize things in ways they're not supposed to, and they just make things, and it really promotes the philosophical idea of essentialism, which is not good. And I could spend a long time talking about essentialism and how psychologically we need to put things into little categories for it to make sense, but that's not the way we really think. That's why there's so much problem with tons of things in our society. So I'm not getting into that, but hashtags also terrible. Okay, Vine. Vine is for fake YouTubers. It's for people that are like, "Oh, I want to make a video, I want to be funny, but I can only do it for like 6 seconds or however long it is." So they're like, "Okay, we're gonna, just make a 6-second video," which again, it kind of goes along with the Twitter thing of little blurb not being able to express a complete thought. It has to do with that. Like, you can't make an entire video because you're just not good enough. Like, I'll admit, my videos aren't the best, but at least I can, say something for several minutes. Alright. Now, here's a little personal thing. I was looking at Twitter. I don't have a Twitter, by the way. But I was searching through people's Twitters, and someone had made a comment about the top 10 best butts at Boswell, which is my school. And so, I thought that was wildly offensive. Just straight off, that someone would comment and say like, "Oh, these girls from our school have the best butts." That is just ridiculous that would happen. That's audacious. And what I found just deplorable was that the girls that he said, some of them had retweeted it and trying to make it more public. And these are not sluts. These are not, they're not promiscuous girls. These are really just normal girls, and they would retweet that, and just to show everyone, oh look, I'm on the list or whatever. That's just ridiculous objectification. I don't know how that could pass. It's just it's very, very frustrating. And it's like I would respond or say something, but the sad thing is, like, not even smart enough to comprehend my criticism of it. So, what do? It's like this person could touch my mind, but he would fumble about in ignorance. So there's really no point. So it just promotes that women are things, and that's just ridiculous. So I don't understand what's going on. Social media just makes it to where, it's easier to do things that are not socially acceptable, which is ironic because it's social media. Okay, last one. Instagram. No one cares what you're eating, okay? No one cares what your meal looks like. And especially with, oh my god, but it has this filter on it. Like, why does that matter? It's really silly. At first, when I first saw this, I kid you not, I thought everyone taking pictures of their food was like some message, or was like some, campaign to like increase awareness of global hunger. Because it was like, oh look, we have all this food in abundance. We should be doing something with it. But there's nothing about that. It was people. I don't understand. Okay, it's absolutely horrendous. So, okay. So I'm not trying to promote change necessarily. I mean, I would like to. I just think it's a little inane considering the populace and the people who exist. It's kind of hard to change them. But I think that if people actually examine what they're doing and just think about it from a different perspective, a more apex-like perspective, the people would actually understand a lot better what they're doing with these social media. So that's one good example. And that's basically all I wanted to say. It's just, and I'll do more of these videos given a different topic. I'm just letting people know that social media is not necessarily bad, but you really have to, why are you using it? There's got to be better reasons than I just want to take pictures of myself in my shirt, like down here, like, I'm not a slut, and then have people comment. So that's all I wanted to say. And, oh wait, one more thing. Thanks for watching!